Hello YouTube fans, it's your boy Brad here with another video. In one of my previous videos, I showed a harness system that I use, actually a shoulder harness system that I use for weddings and things of that nature. Here is another multi-camera system that I use, and this is a belt harness. Now this one I use primarily for outdoor events such as sports, parades, anything that's basically kind of outdoors that I do not need to get to a camera as quickly as the shoulder harness system. The shoulder harness system, I showed you that, and I maybe switched back and forth between cameras quickly. But this one's a little bit slower, but this one is so much more comfortable because of course it's not a shoulder harness system. It's just on your belt. So if I gotta walk a long ways, there's a lot of walking, especially like you're doing parades or you're doing sports and you're doing a lot of walking around and getting in position, and you're using two cameras. If you're using two cameras, if you use one, you can still use this. This is the one that I use. Again, I got this one off eBay also, and this one's probably about the same price as the other one, 25, 30 bucks. Had this thing for years and continue to use it. Heavy aluminum. I'm pretty sure this is probably aluminum. It's padded. It's got some big buckles on it. You know, it's got some big buckles on there. It's got these nice, it's not thickly padded, but these will be off to your side, off your hip, so it doesn't need a whole lot of padding. Wide strap, you see that? There's the buckle on the other side, and it has this safety buckle. So flip this around here. Got it kind of upside down, but it buckles here, and this is actually almost a double clip type buckle because it locks in here and it locks in right here. So you kind of a double buckle system, so it takes kind of a two. So once you got it on, it's on, and then you have this small little safety buckle here. That'd be in front of you or behind you. Now I actually wear this buckle backwards because I am a small guy, and if I wear it with this in the front, the buckle piece here in the front, my cameras are actually too far back, even with the adjustment, because there's not, I'm gonna unbuckle this, kind of show you here, unbuckle this, snap it. There's not a whole lot of adjustment here in the back. It just doesn't work for me. So I put it on and I swing it around backwards. So the buckle is actually behind me. But you can do this whichever way you want. It doesn't matter if the buckle's behind you or in front of you. But this actually is out front. So I'm going to switch things up here. Oh, let me show you the plates. I'm sorry. These are some thick plates. I mean, this is nothing that you can break. You could run over this with a car, a truck. These are some nice, thick metal plates. And these hook into here. And your camera is mounted to the plate. So I'm going to mount the cameras to the plate, show you what that looks like. And then we'll move to the next and show you what it looks like on. Alright guys, I got the cameras mounted to the plate. One more thing here I want to show you here up close concerning this buckle thing. You probably noticed this screw. The way that this is designed to work is when, let me grab this camera here. When you put the camera in here, this is a lock mechanism. So you put it in and it clips this lock, and so you can't get the camera out. Ooh, that's squeaky. And so the camera is locked in place, so it can't come out. I found that I did not need that, and it became more of an annoyance for me. This camera's not going anywhere. Like I said, I've been wearing this for years. Unless you're going to jump off a cliff or you're going to do something crazy, these cameras aren't coming out of that. It's just not going to come out. It's never came out. So I had to push this clip up, and I screwed a screw in here to keep this lock mechanism open. I did not need it. Now, if it works for you, but just remember, every time you go to take your camera out, you got to push this lock up to get the camera out, and I just didn't like that. So let's go on to the cameras here real quick. Got this plate mounted on the back of the 17 to 50. This is the way I mount that on there. You see that it is out of the way of the door, so you don't have to worry about changing out your battery that you can't get to the door. You just need a quarter. That is an ugly quarter to lock this down, and it's in place. You know, it slides forward and backwards so you can get inside, and then you have these extra holes to customize this in the way that you want it, because this here will unscrew and you screw it into the hole that fits your liking. I'm going to show you on the larger lens here. This is the 50 to 150 lens. Is that I do not use the plate on this lens. I don't need it because I'm using the camera mount. So I will screw this in. And let me give you a warning. If you screw this in, trying to find my, use a nail. Here we go. Use a nail or an Allen wrench. Make sure you tighten this. This is the only time I've had an issue, and I created it myself. Tighten that puppy in there. I kind of bent it, but I also have an Allen wrench that I would use. Make sure you tighten this down, because I had this come unscrewed one time on me, and my camera, I was doing a go-kart race. I was hired to shoot this go-kart race, and it came apart, and the camera and the lens flat crashed to the ground. Actually broke the back of my D500, the screen here, and that's why there's a video on my YouTube channel on how to replace your D500 screen. So just wanted to show you that. So we got that mounted. Now let you see what it looks like with it on. Bam. Alright guys, here we go. We got our belt here, we got our cameras there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. As I mentioned, I do wear this belt backwards. So I'm going to put it on the way you would probably end up wearing it. Of course, again, we mentioned that of course it has adjustable straps on the front and on the back. Clip this little guy here together. Another little safety measure. Then I turn the whole thing around. Put it down. And putting the cameras on is just in the slot. In the slot. Now you're ready to shoot. Pull out. I mean, it just drops down. Like I said, it's a nice large ball. Nice large hook sight. You see it's kind of guided there to get you into the slot. Same thing here. Pull your camera out, shoot. Now, you're probably going, why do I have these strings on here? Again, remember I mentioned that I had this particular one come out. My mistake. But I seen them make a backup, so that was my bad. There we go. I have made sure I have enough cord to move it around. I don't have enough to, like I said, if I want to do any kind of crazy shots. Of course, I got to get on my knee, but it's that much. But usually I'm right here. You know, I'm right here with the camera. Go back into the lock. But that's why I had that, because in case the camera comes off, it's right before it hits the ground. I don't know if you can see that. Right before it hits the ground, if I'm standing up, that should stop it from hitting the ground. But that's why I have this little piece of parachute or whatever you call it, cord on here. But I wanted to show you that, guys. This is the way I shoot. This is how I use it. Again, I use this for most of my outdoor shooting environment. Something I don't need to be entirely real quick, but it's quick enough. The cord's good. got in the way there. It's quick enough to pull them out and put them back in. You see me fumbling around with this. Like I said, that doesn't happen when I'm shooting. But I wanted to show you that, guys. I hope this helps somebody out. If you like my content, please like, subscribe if you want to. Y'all have a blessed day.